Happy Monday from the cold weather of Canada. It's cold here, it's winter time. I am calling on Monday, and I just want us to continue our conversation from last week. We were talking about relationships, why we get hurt, and why do we get into relationships? Why do we need to know our why, and also the clarity. So today I want us to talk about divorce. I want us to talk about life partnership. I want us to talk about children and no kids. Before we talk, I just want people to realize this. These conversations are coming from my day-to-day experience, my work, the kind of work I do. I have people that come from all walks of life and share their stories, their vulnerabilities. So I feel blessed to be in their lives, to get to listen, to get to advise, to get to just give a shoulder to cry. Because at the end of the day, these are adults that need to do what's best for them. Okay, so these are coming from that place, and also professionally, basically the day-to-day advice we give to our clients, to our patients, so that they can have a better life basically in this world. And also just because all of us here, we are here to survive, we are here to live, we are here to be happy, to be to be heard, to be seen. Okay, let's first talk about divorce. I would like us in the 21st century, in 2022, we need to normalize and celebrate people who are divorcing based on the reasons they have. And those reasons, we don't have to know about them. We need to normalize hearing people when they're saying they're divorcing. And I know that culturally or religiously, we come up with all, basically we need to pray for you, and which is amazing. I love prayer, but also we need to respect people's decisions. And I'm going to talk about parents specifically in this topic specifically. Parents, they tend to struggle accepting this with their children. When your daughter or your son is divorcing, and it has layers. A lot of times there's shame, there's guilt, there's a lot of things attached to it. But I would like you in 2022, when your daughter or your son comes to you, tells you that I've tried everything to save my marriage, stop, think, and act. Do not feel compelled to start thinking about what shame will it bring to you as a family. Be sensitive, be compassionate, listen to your child. Because me as a physician, I get to listen to the deeper stories of that mom or dad I am divorcing. People are in marriages where there's domestic violence. People are in marriages where there's financial abuse. People are in marriage where there's sexual abuse. People are in marriage where there's no love, and there was none. Remember, we talked last week about why are you getting married? Why are you getting yourself into this relationship? So there's people that found themselves married to people they are not aligned with, they are not compatible with, but they found themselves in those situations. So we need to start respecting them when they come to us and saying, I am leaving my marriage. You're right? These people sometimes, they struggle quietly, suffer quietly with depression, with anxiety, with PTSD, with chronic illnesses like HIV. Like there's so many things that people are struggling with inside marriage, and we wouldn't know until we listen to these people. So I know before we start jumping on wanting to pray for people or convincing people to stay in their marriages, we need to listen. We need to hear them. We need to be present and hear them. Okay? It is layered, multi-layered actually. Like I said, I'm still going to bring you guys professionals that specialize in this department. Me, I'm just summarizing what I see every day, and what sometimes I would like us to be cautious when we open our mouth and quit criticizing people when they say they are leaving their marriages. Okay? Sometimes we need to just celebrate with them, because it could be a fresh breath of air for them. It could be life-changing decisions for them, which is positive. Okay? Let's normalize in 2022, normalize life partnerships. Many people now are not interested in getting married. This is truth. In the last 25 years, millennials are not getting married, more especially here in North America. Millennials are not getting married. Millennials are not buying homes. Millennials are not having children. Instead, we are seeing divorce. We are seeing great divorce. Great divorce means people in their 50s and above are getting divorced. So people now are not interested in getting married. And those that are interested, fantastic. It's beautiful. But we need to move away from thinking that marriage is an achievement. More especially, I'll speak from my cultural perspective. As a woman who comes from Africa, in Africa, marriage is seen as an achievement. It's seen as something that a girl needs to do. Guys, stop. Women today are career driven. And that's what it is. It's 2020, 2022. Some women are not interested, and it has nothing to do with their past traumas. Sometimes we jump and say, oh, she's traumatized, that's why she doesn't want to get married. Well, maybe she could be traumatized, and that's the decision she has taken. Let's respect that. Let's respect women and men who are choosing not to get married in 2022. Let us respect that. Parents, quit asking your children after getting married, when are they going to have children? Some couples, they want to get married and have no children. They have no desire to have kids. Or sometimes these couples are trying, and you could be rubbing salt into their wounds. We need, in 2022, guys, we need to be mindful and intentional when we open our mouth and saying things to people, because we are hurting people without realizing. So let's normalize that some people are not interested in marriage, and it has nothing to do with past traumas. It has something to do with the choices they are making for themselves that are good for themselves and their partners. They are not interested. They are choosing to be life partners, right? And some people, they have no desire to have children. They have none. They are choosing not to. Some women and men, they have no interest to have any partnership, any children. They are busy with their lives, and we need to respect that. We need to celebrate people when they are choosing their lives without imposing our ideas that their lives should go a certain way. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop here because I don't want to go too far, because I would like us to hold into this. Let's normalize people that are divorcing, and if they are happy with their decisions, let's celebrate with them. Not what we wanted for them. Let's celebrate women and men who are divorcing based on their reasons that make sense to them. All right? 2, let's normalize people who are choosing not to have children in their marriages or in their life partnership. It is not our business. It is their business. It's their choice. 3, some people are struggling with conception. Normalize keeping quiet and not saying, you've been married now for 3 years. Let's not calculate other people's lives, how they've been going. They've been married for 5 years. Why you don't have children? They could be struggling with fertility. You could be rubbing salt onto people's wounds. All right? Let's normalize boundaries. And sometimes it comes from a place of compassion, of love. But you know what? Catch yourself. Catch yourself. You could be hurting someone without realizing. Okay? You guys take care. We're going to bring these conversations. I bring them here because I get to listen to these stories every day in the work I do. So I bring them here to bring this awareness, because sometimes we are going around without realizing.